36,000, a little over 36,000. Women, 26,261. Ages 35 to 44. That's when women earn the most. Men, 46,573. Women, 31,070. Actually, yeah, men more in that one as well.
All right, Celeste, why don't you pick your age group?
Okay, this is ages 18 to 25.
Good, good. She's quick. Nice, Celeste. Good save.
No. It's not Friday Funny yet, but I got more in store for you, my friend. Ages 45 to 54 is when men earn the most. Men earn $50,315. Women earn $30,675.
So this is average, of course, cross country, right?
Right. So then 55 to 64.
I'm still waiting to hit my age group.
We're getting there, Rick. We're getting there. Income drops. Men, 43,280. Women, 26,848.
And then we get to age 65 and up. That's when people have their lowest incomes, obviously, because they retire. And when you retire, you're in about 1/3 of your income. Men, 31,169. Women, 17,375.
Wow.
That's kind of interesting to see where you are and how you compare.
Yeah, it's like a bell curve, right?
Yeah.
It goes up and then comes back down.
Yeah, I can hear it ringing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, a close call overnight for a couple of women who are out hiking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
boy.
Yeah.
They become stranded on a mountain in the West Valley when the sun went down. How these rescue efforts ended up.
Well, are you tired of your nagging, or actually nagging your husband or your boyfriend to go to the doctor? Well, the fact is a lot of guys just hate going to a medical appointment. Rick, do you agree? I feel like you go to a lot.
I do. I have a lot of doctors. I have a doctor for every organ.
Well,
Yes,
because you want to stay healthy, you know? You want to.
Sure. I feel like you don't complain about it. But some do.
Your nose and throat.
Sure, yeah.
Every urologist.
Yeah.
Well, later, what you can do.
Bring up my urologist again. Go on.
I'm just saying, later, we're going to tell you what you can do to get your husband, your boyfriend, your whatever to go to the doctor.
And you ever have dreams about your coworkers?
All the time.
Yep.
Yeah. I actually did last night.
You did? Really?
I did.
You dream about me?
No, not you. Sorry.
Okay. You ever have nightmares about your coworkers?
All the time.
Anxiety about work can lead to all kinds of dreams. We're going to share your weird dreams, tell you about the most common ones and what they really mean. Now we're going to have a music bump into the break with a wide shot. Watch.
Talk about a cute couple.
Desert location.
Not like Central Phoenix.
Not, well,
or maybe.
There you go, trying to pin down the weatherman.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Okay.
You know, honestly.
I hope not.
Saying it's going to be hot.
And on Father's Day, too. Poor dads.
I know.
Poor
the place
dads.
to be would be in the Pacific Northwest or maybe up in Alaska. Courtney is live at the city's Response Village. Courtney, explain this to us and tell us what they're doing.
Well, we have Phoenix Fire, police officers here. We have a chopper. We have the fire truck and the bucket. We're going to go up in that next. And then we have the City of Phoenix street transportation here. All of them play a major role in keeping our area safe, our roads safe when the monsoon hits. And a lot of times flooding is the main concern. So how we can prepare for that and work through that is with the City of Phoenix street transportation. Join with me is Monica. You're the public information officer. You guys are ready and have been preparing all year long.
Yes, we are. We're ready. In fact, we prepare all year. To your point, we've got crews that are
pretty much focused on keeping our roadways clean, safe, and passable throughout the whole year. And leading up to monsoon season, we start to pay extra attention to what do the washes look like? What do the culverts look like? Do we need to get out there and clear them? Do we need to clear up those channels so that water can indeed flow where it needs to flow and stay away from the roadways?
Yeah, and let's talk about some of the devices you guys use to keep our roadways clear. First of all, let's mention the truck here. It's pretty neat. What can this do for us?
So this is the big jumbo one. This is the special piece out of our toolbox right here. This will remove close to 3,000 tons of water from the roadway. We don't necessarily use this at all times. This is for emergency purposes. This is the fancy tool. This is the big one. It'll carry close to 15 tons within the vehicle as well. So this again will quickly, in a snapshot, help us remove water, lots of water from roadways.
Really important to have. Okay, and now let's talk about these water barriers. You're holding one. Tell us a little bit about it.
So
pretty neat as well.
Are what we're using to basically serve as barriers for water. We're using them on the roadway. What we're using at street transportation is definitely much larger in scale. What I'm holding right here is what the average household would pretty much need for water barrier type of purposes. So basically what it is, it's a bag. It's filled up with gel. The gel's dry right now. The minute the gel comes into contact with water, it'll swell. So here's what the...
Yeah, so here's an example of it. Can we put one in the water and show everybody how it works here? So it's a dry gel in the bag, and then once it gets wet, it just soaks up all the water.
It'll expand, and here's what it looks like. Once it's that size right there, that begins to serve as a barrier, and you can stack them up. If you know you're going to have an area that tends to get flooded, that tends to get that water to puddle, you can leave these there. And again, the minute water hits that gel, it'll start to expand.
If you ask me, these are a little bit easier than dealing with sandbags, having to dig up the sand, put it in the bag.
So much easier, so much more convenient. In fact, it's something that once you own, you can just put it away, and the minute you're going to need it, you have it ready and available. No need to fill it up, no need to figure out where you're going to get sand. Plus, they're not as heavy to lug around. So
exactly. Where can people buy these?
These are available at hardware stores. You can also order them online.
All right, well, great. Thank you for that information. So our city is ready, guys. Coming up in an hour, we're going to go up in the bucket. You don't want to miss it. Back to you.
Hey, all right, Courtney's going up in the bucket next hour.
Yeah, she is. All right, can't wait, Courtney.
Stay with us for more on Monsoon Awareness Week at 8. Of the day is blue dress.
I know. I was just going to say, you missed the memo, Rick. Where's yours?
I got the tie. I got the tie.
Oh, yeah, that works.
He just didn't wear the dress.
Yeah.
No, that's at
next
home.
time, later.
Yeah,
next time.
Steaming it in the bathroom, getting the wrinkles out of it.
Oh, good.
Here's
As you can see right now, it looks like no one's speaking. They are just posing for pictures, and it looks like they have a couple of chairs set up for perhaps some of the main speakers here. Oh no, she is speaking. All right. She may be running down the list of those who are going to be speaking today. She looks like some sort of an official with the hospital. So let's listen in for just a moment and see what's actually.
So many requests. We have set up two options for individuals or organizations looking to support Orlando Regional Medical Center and the Level 1 Trauma Center. So please feel free to share this information with friends, families, to the community. You can text Orlando, that's ORLANDO, to 20222 to donate $10 to ORMC's Level 1 Trauma Center. Of course, as always, the donation will appear on your cell phone bill. Or you can donate online at give.orlandohealth.com/ORMC, and monetary donations can be made by credit card. 841-5194. I want to take a minute, I know it's packed in here, to recognize some very important people. First being our president and CEO, David Strong. Okay. our COO, Dr. Jamel Hakeem, Mark Jones, our president of Orlando Regional Medical Center, and he was also the incident commander for the last 3 days. He shared that duty with Kathy Swanson, who is president of Arnold Palmer Medical Center, our children and women's hospital. So thank you. Before I introduce
the Orlando Regional Medical Center, where trauma teams had to assemble in a hurry. And we had on CNN Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta talk about the challenges that they face. The numbers are astonishing. Yes, this is a hospital that is ready, but one account was that 26 surgeries performed by 6 doctors. One victim after another. And as I had mentioned, the heart-wrenching question coming to these doctors as they're getting care.
Things are constantly changing in Las Vegas, and now it's starting to look like they just might get a pro football team. Boy, they would be our arch rivals, wouldn't they? Vegas versus Phoenix.
They sure would, yeah. The NFL's always been hesitant because of all the gambling in Las Vegas, right? I mean, wasn't that like the resistance? But, you know,
it's everywhere.
Look, it's everywhere now.
It's everywhere.
I was talking to somebody the other day who was in Cleveland for the NBA Finals, and they said at their hotel at the Terminal Tower in Cleveland, there's a casino.
Sure.
See?
At the Terminal Tower in Cleveland.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Downtown Cleveland.
Yep.
Where?
Downtown Cleveland.
Oh.
It's the best location in the nation.
Of course.
America's North Coast.
Other than Phoenix.
It's a beautiful place to live 2 weeks out of the year.
Okay, noted.
Home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that too. All right, well, let's face it. We all get stressed out at work, and sometimes we take our work troubles home with us. We even dream about them.
Yes.
A little later on in our show, we're going to share some of the most common work dreams and what they really mean.
Do you ever dream of you get to work and you take off your jacket and you got your pajamas on?
I haven't had that one. Is that a popular one for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of men hate going to the doctor. Coming up next, the excuses men give for why they don't want to go and what you can do about it.
But before we head to break, let's take a quick look at traffic, actually. We're going to talk about traffic here. So no problems to tell you about, major problems on the road, at least nothing that you don't already expect on your...
Of these, 6 patients are in the intensive care unit, and 21 patients are on the floor.
The handsome guy bandit admitted every ugly deed.
The handsome guy bandit from Dallas. Call the FBI in Dallas. I don't know who looking for me.
Vancouver, British Columbia. It's a slow Saturday night for convenience store owner Cindy Gerwell. She makes her usual rounds while chatting with a friend on the phone.